I want to help you understand how you show up really determines what people see in you. And I believe everybody wants to feel and look confident, but I don't know if a lot of people are projecting that well enough. I just ran into a gentleman and he was sharp. He was regal. He was confident. He just reeked of success within himself. He was in a hallway. It's the way that you carry yourself. It's the way that you make eye contact with somebody. We shared a conversation for about 3 minutes. I'll remember my whole life. And there's a lot of people that I will meet that I won't even hear them. Sometimes it's the tone of your voice. So many people show up and they talk like a little girl or insecure. And that's not going to command authority. And that's not going to break me away from what I'm thinking or what I'm focused on to get something better. Why would I want to go and listen to something that is less than? So it really is, it's about your voice. It's okay to command self-authority. It's okay to like yourself. It's okay to pay attention to how you are showing up. Shoulders back, chest out, chin up, eye contact, relaxed in body will get you so far. And please remember that if you want somebody's attention, give it some value. Give it some value. And I know you're enough. And I know you can do this. And if there's things that we need to work on, we will work on that. But when it comes to your family, when it comes to your children, when it comes to your career or your job, they're looking for that. I'm sure you've gone places, even a fast food restaurant, where somebody walks up and they're just empowered. They're professional. And it's just so fresh and sometimes rare. So go ahead and just relax for a moment. I'm sure you've had times in your past where it just felt right, it was dialed in, it was a no-brainer, and that you could live a little bit in your own skin, and that you had a good time. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of parents are not getting their children's attention. And trust me on this one. And please, ears open. If your voice isn't strong and powerful and in leadership, because children need this, they are desperate for it. If you don't have that, then these influencers will. Because what they're looking for is leadership. And if the parents are not showing up and focused and strong in presence, these influencers sure are. And they're going to take your child down a wrong road. So it's something for you to work on. I raised two daughters alone. They're 35 and 37. And when I spoke, they listened. And it's not ego, it's not arrogance. It is, I'm Mama Bear, I'm in charge. I'm focused, I'm paying attention, I'm present. So they always knew that they could come to me and get the fullness of me. They didn't need a gang to feel welcomed or family. They didn't need a bunch of friends that they could fit in. They weren't lost. So think for a moment, these kids, they're lost. And it's not about work and it's not about you don't have time, because you do. You just may not have learned how to show up with what they're looking for. Stability. 100% of you. They need to be guided. That's why I love working with horses. If a horse doesn't trust you, it ain't going to listen. And trust me, 1,500-pound horse and you're going to lose. But if you show up interested in the horse and wanting the horse to be successful, just like your children, the horse is going to be successful. So will your children. It's that simple. So what I do is I work on patterns and your ability to think outside the box, relax your own nervous system so you can access your heart and really be present for your children. So take a couple deep breaths. I can be intense. I have a lot of passion for this. You are enough. And if you have these programs where you show up really small and you feel like you're out of breath because you're talking, because you're holding back, maybe when you were younger, you were told to be quiet, stop talking. I was told to stop talking, stop talking. So I've done a lot of work. I get it. But I also know that it's your time to do your work. If you really want to expand and raise your business, your career, your relationships up, it's to be able to show up. Now, is it intimidating by people? Hey, if you're easily intimidated, then you need to run to my office as fast as possible because you're one of those low vibrational people that hide from authority. I actually enjoy authority. I love hanging out with an equal, with a man or a woman that owns themselves, that are relaxed in their body. I've learned so much from just really well educated, creative people. They have an elegance about them, and you do too. Just haven't practiced it, haven't pulled it out, haven't gotten it out of the suitcase in a while. And I remember 30 years ago, I was at a photo shoot, and Bruce was his name. He was the powerhouse of the entire construction company. And I would work with him. And so he had an incident where a customer came up and said, I don't think we're going to be able to hit our deadline on Friday, but I'm hoping for Monday. And this guy, he is a bigwig, looked at me and said, oh, Diane, excuse me for a moment. Turned and looked at this guy and said, keep me posted. I'll expect Friday or I'll see you in court. So, Diane, I'd like to have this photographed. And it was just sweet. And I want that for people. And when you learn to do this and start to really show up and use your adult words and your adult voice, and you actually learn to stand up and not just stay seated and wait for the moment to pass, you're going to get somewhere in life. You're actually going to like yourself more. Your company, your business, your career will become larger. Your relationships will be stronger. That's why people are not doing well. It's that they don't show up to be able to play with the ones that have done the work. So something for you to think about. Are you ready and willing to go that extra mile to get the gifts from the extra mile? Because if you want to just kind of play safe, you're not going to get the attention for success. If you want to just kind of play small and just kind of go through life, you're not going to have delicious relationships. If you want to produce and have children that are very successful, you're limiting them by playing small. I don't want that. You don't want that. So, as an energy healer, as a reader, 20 certificates in different healing modalities, I'm going to look at your timelines. I'm going to start shifting patterns and give you the ability to, I don't know, knock this thing out of the park, play to win. Something to think about. I know you can do it. I believe you know you can do it also. You just may not know how. And I know how. Everything's on Zoom, super easy. You don't even have to use gasoline to get to me. Reach out for a free consultation. And with all the different modalities that I have, we can sit and talk about what we can do to help you advance forward. So this thing called, love and life and excitement will be in your back pocket. So thank you.